Move with the rhythm of the flame, sing like the nymphs, run with the swiftness of Hermes, always moving forward. The heart shall be guided by the will, as one who, with love, surrenders to the flow of life, unites the four corners, blends the sacred three, and reaches balance on the seventh day. In the eternal now, which contains nothing yet, is composed of everything, we find the essence of existence. To harvest knowledge is to understand the art of planting. By planting and harvesting, we learn the true meaning of giving. Give freely as the stork gives to its creation, without hesitation. Like the wind that blows without direction, the initiate moves forward, guided by an unseen force that burns within, though it cannot be named. Here lies the great mystery, the union of opposites, the balance of paradox. The Sphinx's riddle is not solved by words, but through the deep experience of balance and harmony. Know thyself, said the Temple of Delphi, and this is the portal through which we must pass. But what does it truly mean to know oneself? It is not simply reflecting on actions or basking in achievements. To know oneself is to dive deep into the depths of being, where primal fears and uncontrollable impulses reside, and to recognize them as expressions of the whole. Those who confront their true self realize that the Sphinx is not a monster to conquer, but a mirror to interpret. Its stone eyes reflect what we often deny, our inherent duality. The one who deciphers this mystery understands that matter and spirit are like two wings of the same bird. To soar, both wings must be in harmony. Virtue does not lie in renouncing the body, but in sanctifying it. It is not about denying instincts, but transforming them. Light does not banish darkness, it transforms it, turning it into an ally. Thus, enlightenment is a path of integration, not escape. In the heart of the initiate, eternal virtues bloom like a sacred garden. Compassion, as a delicate flower, emerges through the acceptance of others' suffering. Justice, like a sturdy oak, grows by balancing chaos and order. Beauty shines, reminding us that the divine exists even in the simplest forms. Yet no virtue surpasses courage, for it is courage that allows all others to manifest. Courage enables one to face the Sphinx, to cross the desert of unconsciousness, and to endure the transformative fire. The union of spirit and matter is the realization of the alchemist's great work. Alchemists did not seek gold in the literal sense, but the purification of the soul through the material. Each stage of alchemy, from darkness to illumination, mirrors our inner journey. On the seventh day, when all stabilizes, the initiate understands that the eternal now is the true temple. Past and future dissolve into the infinity of the present, revealing the secret of the Sphinx. You are the creator and the created, the beginning and the end. You are both light and shadow, darkness and clarity. You are everything, for you are also nothing. At this point, the initiate no longer seeks answers, but becomes the question itself. Like the Sphinx, they learn to smile in silence. This is the eternal song that guides the priest's steps along the mysterious path, traversing not only physical temples but spiritual realms, each temple a stage of initiation into the deepest secrets of existence. The priest's journey begins in Abydos, the sacred ground of Osiris, the god of resurrection. Here, the initiate faces the ultimate mystery, death, not of the body, but of the ego. Abydos is a portal to a new perception of existence. Within the Temple of Seti, the priest navigates narrow corridors representing soul passages. In the sacred Osirian, they participate in a ritual confronting mortality, shedding the ego to prepare for rebirth. The message is clear: death is purification, not an end. Leaving Abydos, the priest carries the spark of understanding that death is a transformative process leading to spiritual renewal. The priest's next stop is Luxor, the city of rebirth, where they are initiated into the creative power of speech. Here, they learn that words are more than sounds. They are vibrations that shape reality. Through sacred chants, they grasp the power of the word to influence the universe. But true mastery comes through silence, where words crystallize into intention. At the temple of Amun-Ra, the priest recites the mantra of creation. I am the one who was, the one who is, and the one who will be. This mantra connects them to the divine flow of existence. At Karnak, the priest enters the heart of creation, the place where the cosmos is organized through the harmony of the elements. Through rituals, they are initiated into the elements of air, water, fire, and earth. At each stage, the priest learns to harmonize with these forces. Air represents thought, water symbolizes emotion, fire stands for willpower, and earth embodies the physical body. By understanding these elements, the priest comes to realize that internal balance creates external harmony. The universe and the human being are reflections of one another. The priest then travels to Edfu, the temple of spiritual vision, where they are taught to see beyond appearances, to cultivate true spiritual sight. At Philae, the final destination, the priest surrenders all they have learned, offering themselves to the divine power of love. Here, they experience unity with all existence. As the priest departs Edfu, their spiritual vision is awakened, yet the path forward requires the courage to face what lies hidden within. This leads them to Kom Ombo, the temple of dualities, where Sobek, the crocodile god, and Horus, the falcon god, share a sacred sanctuary. Here, light and shadow coexist, reminding the priest that the divine is as vast as it is paradoxical. Arriving at dusk, the golden hues of the sky symbolize the meeting of day and night, mirroring the dualities within the soul. The temple's towering columns, reflected on the Nile's surface, evoke a blend of beauty and terror, urging the priest to embrace fear as a source of strength. The priest's lessons at Kom Ombo begin with confrontation. In a hall adorned with carvings of Sobek and Horus, they meditate before a crocodile statue, reflecting on the aspects of themselves they fear or reject. Sobek, with his fierce gaze and primal energy, represents untamed instincts and the raw force of survival. Horus, with his soaring wings, embodies clarity and transcendence. The priest learns that both forces are essential. Sobek provides the strength to sustain life, while Horus guides the soul beyond its limitations. On the final night at Kom Ombo, the priest undergoes a ritual by the riverbank. Submerging themselves in the dark waters of the Nile, they symbolically accept and purify their shadow. Emerging from the depths, the priest understands that darkness is not to be destroyed, but integrated. Light and shadow exist in harmony, each defining and completing the other. Strengthened by this understanding, the priest leaves Kom Ombo with their shadow, transformed into a foundation for spiritual growth. From Kom Ombo, the priest travels to Philae, the temple dedicated to Isis, the great mother and guardian of the final mystery. At Philae, the journey transcends challenges of death, duality, and the spoken word. Here, the priest is called to surrender to the ultimate power, love, the invisible force connecting all beings. Philae appears to float upon the Nile, like a living mirage between the visible and invisible realms. As the priest steps onto the island, they feel a profound shift, as if crossing a threshold into the divine. Isis reveals herself not as a carved figure, but as an omnipresent essence, enveloping the heart like the gentle fragrance of twilight blossoms. The priest's first lesson at Philae is devotion. They serve at the altars of Isis, cleansing sacred objects and tending to the flowers adorning her offerings. Through these simple acts, the priest learns that love is rooted in care and reverence for the sacred, and that every act of service reflects a soul bowing to the divine. The second lesson is sacrifice. By the temple's lake, the priest offers something deeply tied to the material world, an object, a memory, or a desire. Releasing it into the waters, they come to understand that true love requires letting go, not possession. This act of surrender teaches that love's power lies in freedom, not attachment. In the temple's innermost chamber, guided by a hierophant, the priest undergoes deep meditation. They feel the unity of all existence, recognizing Isis as the cosmic womb from which all life emerges, grows, and returns. Repeating the sacred mantra, they internalize the truth. I am the child and the mother, the beginning and the end. I am everything and nothing, separate and united. At dawn, as the sun rises over the Nile, its rays kiss the temple and waters alike, symbolizing Ra's blessing upon their journey. The priest realizes that their path is not about self, but about the all. They become an extension of Isis' love, a vessel of universal compassion. The journey reaches its culmination in Abydos once again, but the priest who now enters is not the same as when they first began. Their steps are certain, their understanding complete. In Abydos, the priest is crowned, not as a ruler, but as a servant of creation. The return marks the perfect circle, the symbol of eternity. In meditation, they light a solitary flame, a symbol of their journey, fragile yet indestructible, reflecting the essence of their transformation.